curious minds, welcome to grade 5 reasoning book, and we are going to start with chapter number 5, that is direction sense test. So once you excel in direction sense test, your geographical concepts will become clear. That will help you to understand the treasure hunts very easily. So come, let's begin with direction sense, and here we have a game which Ikra is playing. So here Jannat is asking Ikra, what is she doing? She told she is playing with direction sense game, which is going to improve her understanding of navigation and spatial understanding. So she is telling that if there is a girl who is facing towards the hospital, hospital is in the north direction. What is at back of it? Yes, that's mall. So we say mall is in the south direction. And if you look at this direction, here we have east and this is west direction. Further, they are playing the game which is indicating the clockwise 90 degree, 180 degree or the anti-clockwise 90 or 180 degree, and they are analyzing that which building will lie in which direction. So very interesting game, and they are really enjoying understanding the concepts. Now we'll talk about the basic concepts of direction. So here we have 4 directions, that is north, south, east and west, and we call these as cardinal directions. Along with these 4 directions, we have 4 more directions which are northeast, southeast, this one is southwest and this one is northwest. And these 4 directions are called ordinal directions, right? Now, when you look at the displacement of object from one direction to another, you can analyze that which direction will it face after certain movement. And we'll come across the questions where we have to find the distance between the starting and the ending point, and sometime we have to see whether the objects lie in the same line or not. And some more questions based on sunrise and sunsets are also asked when you do the reasoning question. So you need to remember certain facts when you solve the questions based on sunrise and sunset. The first one is, at the time of sunrise, if a man stands facing the east towards the sun, then his shadow will be towards the west. And at the time of sunset, his shadow will always be in the east direction. Similarly, at the time of sunrise, if the man is standing facing towards the north, his shadow will be towards his left. And at the time of sunset, the shadow will be towards his right direction. So the shadow is going to change based on where he is standing and whether it is a sunrise or a sunset. Now let's look at some of the examples. Here we have A as a starting point. The boy is moving towards north, then he turns towards east and coming down by 35 kilometers towards south. Then further he moves towards east direction by 15 kilometers and goes towards north direction by 15 kilometers. He reaches point F. Now question is, what is the shortest distance between A, F? So here this distance is 30 kilometers and then we have 15 kilometers. So we say the required distance AF is 30 plus 15, that gives you 45 kilometers. Isn't it so easy? Now looking at certain tips to solve the direction based questions. So simply remember this picture that from the center, this side is always north and the opposite side is south. Similarly, this one is east and this direction is west. In between north and east, we have northeast. Similarly, between east and south, we have southeast. Between south and west is southwest, and between north and west is northwest. And this in between part is of 45 degree, and this complete one quadrant is of 90 degree. Now, when you move in the opposite direction of clock, we say we are turning anti-clockwise. And when your movement is towards the direction of clock movement, we say it is a clockwise movement. Now, this shows the angle turn. The smallest angle turn you can consider for the direction change is 45 degree. So, this smallest is 45 degree. This is 90 degree, and then moving further, half turn is 180 degree, and this one half plus 45 more gives you 225 degree turn. It could be in both the directions, clockwise or anti-clockwise. Now let's look at this example. From her home, Neha wishes to go to the school. Now Neha is planning to go to the school. For this, she first goes towards north direction. So let's see, she is starting from home. She moves towards north direction. Then she moves towards left. So this is left direction. That means it's towards the west direction. Then move towards right. From here she turns to right direction, and finally she goes towards the left to reach the school. From here, this is the left direction, and here comes the school. The question is, in which direction her school is situated with respect to her home. So this is her home and this is her school, and this shows the northwest direction. So we say the correct option is northwest direction. Take one more example here. Manas walked 40 meters towards north. So let's say this is the starting point for Manas. He walks 40 meters towards north. So it is upward direction. Then took the left turn. From here he is taking the left turn and walked 20 meters. So this is 20-meter distance covered by him. He again took a left turn and walked 40 meters. So he is coming towards the south direction. How far is he from the starting point? Your starting point was A and the ending point for Manas is D. You need to find this distance, and this distance is exactly equal to distance BC, which is 20 centimeter. Am I right? So we say the correct option is A, which is 20 centimeters. Let's move ahead, and I have brought this image for you. Here, which point is northwest of P? So we have located some points on the graph, and we have to analyze the northwest of P. So look at the P point first. We mark the directions. This is north, south, east and west, and we need to find the northwest. So this point S comes at northwest direction. So easy to conclude. Just remember the directions. Most of your problems will quickly resolve. Taking another example, Peter is facing the community center. What will he be facing if he turns by 315 degree clockwise? So here we have Peter, and all these locations are marked here. So first thing given to you is that where is Peter facing? Peter is facing towards community center, and then we will mark this as a starting point. Then we have to check how much turn is he taking. So it is 315 degree clockwise. This will be your starting point. And when you talk about 315 degree, it directly indicates 3 right angles, because 3 times 90 gives you 270, and then we add 45 to it. So we'll take 3 right turns. It comes at police station, and from police station again another 45 degrees. So this becomes his reaching point, and here we have a police station. So we say after taking a turn of 315 degree clockwise, he reaches police station. And we understand the concept of movement of clockwise and anti-clockwise with this. Next question is, at one morning after sunrise, Varun started to walk, and during his walk, he met Stephen, who was coming from opposite direction. Varun observed that the shadow of Stephen fell to his right, that means on Varun's right. Which direction was Varun facing? So let's first draw the four directions, and we know the sun always rises from the east direction. So the shadow of man will always fall on the west direction, because we studied about it. When you are standing on the east and it is sunrise, your shadow will fall on the west direction. Now the shadow of Stephen is to the right of Varun. That means Varun is facing towards south. So his direction is coming on the right of it. We say that south is the right option and we choose the A1, which is the correct answer. So based on above examples, I have brought more questions for you to practice. The only thing you have to recall is the directions, the movements which are done clockwise or anti-clockwise, and then of course how much turn is taken. Apart from that, few questions based on the sunrise, sunset and the shadows are also here. So make sure, try to understand how the shadow is formed, in which direction the shadow is formed, and you will be able to analyze the location. This is the question where you have to just read the location of different landmarks and you have to find out that by how many turns where will you reach. So very important and interesting exercise, and once you are able to do them, you will become a good navigator and you will be able to solve all these questions with just prompt buttons, right? Now we have a brain twister. Here there is a map of your country and different states are marked here. Just remember the directions, that where is north, where is south, where is east, where is west. Try to mark it with your pencils and based on it, try to do these questions yourself. I know you are going to be genius and you will crack them easily. So it's your time to start with it. Here we go.